All right, hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday evening. And here we go with one of these that we haven't had in a while. It's been a while since I've streamed. I know somebody might be paying attention. It actually has been a while since I streamed, and the main reason for that is um, my boys. They are staying up later at night. They're making it more difficult for me to sort of peel away and do the things I need to do in the evening, notably painting. So when I paint now at night, sometimes I have a couple of boys running around screaming behind me. In fact, one of their uh, one of them's like watching a tablet right now, and it's so loud that I can hear it in this room with my headphones on, and they're in the next room. That's how loud that is. All right. So what is this? What are this? What are we painting tonight? You may be wondering, what are we painting tonight? We let me back up a sec. Let me show you what this is, because I saw this at my LGS and I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to try it. I just wanted to try one out and see if I liked painting it. And this is this looks like this is from Rage Minis. Okay, 35 millimeter resin miniature. It seems more like a true 35 millimeter that we might call, like, you might call it a 20 millimeter heroic. Hold on. Hold on. I can hear my kids. Shh, guys. All right. Let's hope that, let's be like the supervillain and just assume that they can resolve that issue on their own. But anyways, so here's the mini, like I said, uh, and you can see it's 35 millimeter. I assume this is the sculptor Raul Garcia La Torre, uh, and this mini just looks fantastic, right? I it's brilliant. Like I love pirate minis. I love the like dual sort of flintlocks, but these are almost like a steampunk flintlock, which I think is super cool. So I was looking at this at the LGS today, and a friend of ours was like, "Hey, that reminds me of Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet." I don't know what Treasure Planet is, but she was like, "Yeah, it looks like Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet." And so she asked if I would paint it like Captain Treasure or Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet, and sculpt some ears on it, because Captain Amelia is like a cat or something like that, right? So it's like a cat. So she's like a cat. So you can see I stuck these ears on her, and they're kind of big ears, and it's a little hard to see the detail on the face, but yeah, she looks like a cat, right? So now we have the cat version in this mini, and right now I'm just sort of painting her to look like Captain Amelia, and and it's coming along. You can see it's coming along pretty well. Um, there's much more detail on this than there is on like the Captain Amelia um, artwork. So let me see if I might be able to just add that. Hold on. What if I just add it? That way you can kind of see what Captain Amelia looks like. Let me see if I can actually add this window here. Let's do a window. Should be a screen cap, right? Screen capture? Screen capture. Window capture. Okay, and we want to capture I think, I hope this doesn't show something it's not supposed to show, because this is from a message. Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay, okay, cool. Can't make that any smaller. Let's just stick it right there. Right there you go. So we got a little bit of a reference there, so we can see now her couple of things already sticking out to me. I'm trying to get these colors right. Pretty. Hey, what's up, Nelson? Yeah. So we're going for that look there. It looks like her robe is a little more violet in the picture there, and then the inside of that, I guess it's a surcoat. Sorry, it's a surcoat. I gotta get this terminology right. But the inside of the surcoat is actually like a taupe color, which is weird because it kind of clashes. You can see there's obviously a lot more detail on this miniature than there is in that bit of artwork there. And you can see I added the ears. Now, typically the ears are kind of folded back on her, but I did them up because you won't be able to see that detail otherwise on a mini like that, right? So I added the ears to this model, right? To basically to get that model over to look like that artwork right there. Okay. So here's what we're working on. Nelson, I owe you some photos of the God tier stuff, but it is done. It was super fun. It was a nice break from the other stuff I'd been painting recently, so appreciate it. And we can arrange a time this week or whatever to come pick that up and your Batman stuff. So, okay. So I think what I want to do right now is I am going to first paint the I want to paint the inside of that cloak, right? So I want to do that taupe color. If you're wondering, the resin that they're using for these minis it's super strong. Like, it's really strong. Obviously, it has a little bit of a give to it, right? It's not totally brittle like Batman 2nd Edition, and it's not totally rubbery like Batman 3rd Edition, but it's super strong. Like, this is some of the best quality resin I think I've ever worked with. And you can see that just really nice mini. All right. So let's I gotta find like a taupe color that I'm gonna paint on the inside of the here, and I'm actually gonna let me paint it a deeper color first, and then we'll take it a shade up, like you typically would, right? We're just kind of painting this like you typically would any other mini, just following the movie color there, using that as a guide. As soon as I find my paintbrush. Right? So yeah. And then we can also, talk about BMG. We can talk about whatever kind of questions, comments, or threats you may have. Ugh, just not a little too runny. Hold on. I need to add a little bit more solid there. Right? Because I want this to be a good solid undercoat. I don't want it to be too runny. But we'll go ahead and do this. Problem is, this taupe color is actually, it's a little too close to the gold filigree. So I'm not really sure how that's going to pan out, but we'll keep working on it. Okay, right. So it's really just the inside part that's that color. And then I'm actually going to take that up a notch and make it a little lighter once this layer dries. Okay, so we're going to let that layer dry. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this mini. It just looks fantastic. I think what I need to do too is we need to make the cloak itself, or the surcoat. I keep saying that wrong. We need to make the surcoat back to like a blue, almost a violet color. Right. So we'll do that because I want that color to be pretty prominent. Right? I don't want the gold to take over too much there. So I need something that's like a blue violet. It's got to be a very, very dark, almost like a midnight blue. Let's see what I got. That cobalt blue is cool, but that's more like a metallic. This imperial blue, that might work. That might work. How does this look? Otherwise, I may go with like a Vallejo model color. Hold on. Speaking of which, I bet I do have something in Vallejo that's the right color. What's this? Oh, it's ink. But I used to collect dark blues because dark blues, to get the right hue, sometimes you cannot mix it. It's got to be such a deep color that it kind of starts there. This is probably going to work. The game color Imperial Blue, as opposed to the AK Imperial Blue, probably will work. Once I close my drawer. Once I close that, that's pretty good. Okay. So we're going to this color. And it's okay if this is thin. It should be a fairly translucent color. It's almost, well, it doesn't look right in the tray. It looks too blue. But let's try it. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's gonna work. I mean, it's definitely darker, but it's not. Not sure what to make of that. How was the game today? Oh, it was cool. Jason tried out Riddler for the first time, and I was playing Doom Patrol again, because right now I'm concentrating on what I call the weaker factions. So I was concentrating on Doom Patrol, and Jason was put together Riddler crew. It was really cool playing against a Riddler crew. I've never done that in 3rd edition. And he was really just sort of getting to know the deck and getting to know all the weird stuff, that entirely different playstyle that is Riddler. So he was getting to know that, and I was trying to play a more killy version of Doom Patrol, because I think that is actually how they intend for you to play Doom Patrol. Is you need to be a little more killy, than crews I typically play. Um, but it was hard. Doom Patrol it only having 5 models and really not having much AP efficiency at all was really hurting. So we ended up tying at the end of 4 rounds, and it was a pretty low-scoring game. We thought it was 21-19 when we originally tallied it, but then I forgot that I had used proxy cards for Psychopaths, which is the Joker Phase 2 card. And those are actually 3-point cards, so my score was off by 2 points. So we actually did tie at the end of the day. After all said and done, I should say. But yeah, it just showed me like Doom Patrol can be pretty difficult to run. And Jason did pretty well for his first trip, first time out with Riddler, trying to keep up with all the text, right? And all the weird timing. They really do have weird timing on Doom Patrol. I'm sorry, on Riddler. Okay, I think we're getting closer. I think we're getting closer to that violet, but we're not quite there. And I don't think I really want to add violet at this point. Maybe I add a little. Let's try it. I don't know. Actually need like a pretty intense violet. Let's see. I mean, this is a deep purple. Let's see if deep purple gets us closer to a violet color. It's a bit lighter, but let's go ahead and mix that up. But yeah, also we gotta figure out what's going on with email, as as you know, I've been trying to email you since Friday, and it's not showing up the way it's supposed to show up. But I wonder if there's like a electronic block or something that's like blocking me from sending out what I wanted to do. Found a decent game for his first Riddler. Yeah, well, the problem is they Doom Patrol, when they did the team cards, they gave Doom Patrol the cards that they gave Doom Patrol access to are often conflicting, right? Because Doom Patrol is kind of like an anti-hero crew, so it doesn't have like pure Batman scoring. It does have access to Riddler cards. I think the really only quote-unquote good guy cards it has are like Bird of Prey cards. Okay, yeah, I can just screenshot it. Sure. Okay, I'll try that. I think I will try that tomorrow, because I have some stuff I want to work on tomorrow. So, man, I'm just not quite getting that violet vibe out of this. It's getting closer, but not quite. Okay. Let's let that next layer dry, and then let's highlight up the inside of the surcoat there. right. So this is pretty light. That's actually the correct color. That's what we want. So does it clash a little bit with the gray leggings? Yes, it does. But that's the character design. That is how it looks in the cartoon. You guys are looking at an image of that. So okay. We're looking pretty good. I think we're looking pretty good. Uh-oh. I'm not receiving enough video for smooth streaming. Getting an error on this. Apologies if I'm choppy. It's not bad. Okay. Just trying to revive some of this gold filigree a little bit. It looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Pretty happy. Let's mix some more violet into it and actually start working like towards a lighter violet highlight. That sounds weird, but I don't know. I have an idea here. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna start mixing in blue and violet here. And that's a very good color. That's okay. This might be too bright. Let's see. No, that's spot on. Yeah, that worked out great. That's what we want. Okay, cool. So now I can start putting this color down. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm like, that's actually is the color we want. Cool. Yeah, so I want to work on two factions specifically in Batman right now. So I want to work on, because I feel like most of my other factions, like Riddler and Cobra and Titans, those all, to me, those all feel like they're in a good spot. Like I understand how to play them. I'm happy with how I've built their decks. They look pretty good, right? But there are some other factions that I am paying attention to that I want to learn more, and I feel like they are actually weaker. So, you know, those two factions really being Doom Patrol and Birds of Prey. And I need to set aside some time to start building and painting my Birds of Prey. And then I'll try them out. I just don't have I still feel like Birds of Prey is the weakest faction in Batman. And trying to build a birds of prey list that I want to field and enjoy has been very, very frustrating for me. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely looking a lot better as far as the color goes. It's starting to match a lot better. Right, because it's like a blue. It's like such a dark blue that it's a purple too. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions or anything on this. Okay. Let's switch gears. I want to paint in some additional detail here on the base. And I wonder if you guys can tell where that base is from. I'm just gonna leave that there and you can tell me what you think that base is from. I need like basalt gray, which I should have. I get stormy gray. Stormy gray will work. Right. Well, stormy gray. Some of the rocks here. Right. Some rocks on this side. That's good. Okay. We'll let that dry. Next up, I want to do a little bit of a highlight on the guns. So I'm going to mix myself a kind of a lighter gray. Actually, I should say like a really light gray. That's what I want. All right, and I'm just trying to catch tiny little details on these little steampunk flintlocks. All right. And I just say, like this mini is a really high quality sculpt. Right, you can tell the detail on it is super crisp. It's a resin mini, but doesn't have a lot of resin minis have kind of terrible cleanup. This model had very, very nice cleanup. So, see, I'm just giving these flintlocks this very slight overbrush, which is functioning as a highlight on there. Okay. So far, so good. Pretty happy with everything we've got so far. And then let's give that a little highlight there. Okay. Yeah. Give this a second to dry, but I think we're looking much closer now. Now that she doesn't look like she has a full epaulette on this side. In fact, she does not have an epaulette on this side. So actually, there should be no gold there. Should I just, maybe I just paint it in. We'll just leave that. We'll just leave that as like a fake epaulette on that side. There we go. Then we'll let this dry. Well, we're looking pretty good. We're gonna move over to our little hack here in a second. All right, so I'm gonna give this another second or so to dry. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or threats. And let's see if I have it. Did I bring it in? Hope so. That was from yesterday, right? Thought I brought that in. Should have. Let's see. I did. All right. Okay, so you may have remembered. So this model has a lot of very, very fine detail. Lots of fine detail all over it, right? You guys may have remembered my little spiel on this. Again, this is our liquid miracle, not liquid talent, liquid miracle. Okay, because I'm gonna just use it to help define all of the rest of this mini, right? So we're gonna use a fairly generous amount of it on this mini. Okay. So I'm going to use it on the feather here. And remember, we're going to keep this moving. So even though, keep it moving there. Actually, I use it to help define the hair. Might as well. And we're going to have it help define a lot of different parts of this mini. Right? It is overall going to make it just ever so slightly darker, but that does not matter. We're here to we want the maximum amount of that detail popping back out at us, right? So I'm even going to do it here on the ascot. Right? So we got good shading on the ascot. And I'm not even being like particular about the robe or the gold, because it's going to help define all of that. Right? So we're going to use it for all of this. I don't need it back there, oddly enough, even though that's one of the darkest parts of the model from a lighting perspective. I don't really need it back here. I mean, I can use it. Let's go ahead and, just for uniformity's sake, go ahead and bring that all the way down. It's going to help make these greaves look cooler, as you can see, right? It's making the greaves look cooler. And then it's also going to look super cool on here. We'll use it to define the base as well. Okay, now that we've had a chance to look at this base, what is this base? This is not a stamped base, okay? This is not a stamped base. It's not a base topper. What this is, if you look closely enough, for you old school guys, you might recall that this is a Night Models version 1 plastic base where it had that crap rubble on it, right? So you could see the crap rubble there. I used a little bit of texture just to disguise the tab. So I really went old school on this and just glued it into the tab like you would an old metal Night Model. The problem with the metal Night Models though is the feet would always hit the weird bumps and they would never sit flat. The feet would always go like this on that base. And it looked terrible and it pissed me off to no end. And every time I painted minis in V1 Batman metal models, I would just I would just make new bases altogether, right? I would stamp brick herringbone, or I would use cobblestone. I would do anything in my power to not use one of these stupid bases. But look at this. It's like it was like meant for her when I was looking for the bases, because what that is probably the only thing I do not care for with these minis is I don't like the base that it comes with. Let me try see if I can show it to you. Right, I don't really like the bait. Oh, where'd it go? Maybe I don't have one I can show you. Hold on. Should have one. It's a 30 millimeter base, but it is not right. Like these are Corvus Belly 30 millimeter bases. Hey, what's up? These are Corvus Belly 30 millimeter bases, and the main gripe I have is the no lip. I hate that. I hate that because you have to be pretty precise to cut this super nice and clean, right? I hate that. Not a fan. And this came with one of those with very fine texture on it. So it's a base just like that one with very fine texture on it. But she also came on a tab. So I was looking through my selection of bases, and I was like, oh, I wonder, because her feet are small, I wonder if she'll go into that tab in this crappy V1 Night Models base. And sure enough, it's like that was like meant for each other. So there you have it. It worked out pretty well. So yeah, I mean, this now we're looking at basically this model is basically done. There's not much else to do here, right? She's just gonna be fancier than the artwork that I have on screen there as well. Also longer hair, but she's looking pretty good. I don't know if there's, I might want to do a little more highlighting, but I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest with you. I don't really, I'll let it dry a little bit and maybe I'll cut a line or two here. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. I mean, just given how like absolutely finely detailed that is, dude. Yeah. So these models, they're at CQ. They're pretty cool. If you just want like a nice um, high quality resin sculpt, yeah, these are from Rage Minis, and you know the guy's name is Raul Garcia Latorso, right? Spaniards. We trust we trust the Spaniards with aesthetics, and they didn't even cut this model like a freaking madman like they typically would, where the head is stuck to the cape, which is the arm, part of the shoulder. You know what I'm talking about. Looking at you, Corvus Belly. Right? Corvus Belly being the biggest culprit of that, and Knight models previously, their metal sculpts previously. You just put them together like assholes, right? All right. Uh, I want to stick a tuft on the model too. I think that would look cool. Uh, let's see. Do I have a tuft that is going to work? Oh, by the way, uh, lunch games tomorrow. I hear Matt may be around, um, and maybe a couple others of us. If you are looking for a lunch game tomorrow, it might be a thing. Oh man. Okay. I love these. I love the weird colors on this, and I totally want to stick one of these on there. And I don't know if it will match, and I almost don't care. It's just so cool. The little blue on the bottom. It's just so cool. I kind of want to do it. Right? No one's going to stop me. It's too late. If you guys are, you can complain about me doing it, but, right? That's kind of cool. I kind of want to stick that on there. Yeah. Yeah. We make plans. Let's stick it on there. Yeah, because there could be like 3, maybe 4 if you show up. Could be like an unofficial lunch game day. Oh, okay. I need something to push this on here. Look at that, dude. Dude! Look at that. Yeah, it's got a little blue on the bottom, but that's kind of cool. Okay. It was like I had something I was going to say. I totally forgot. What was I going to say? I'll say it in a minute. It'll come back. It'll come back. Yeah, unofficial lunch games are cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let's get some black down on this and make it look official, right? Make it look like we mean business with this. Right? Isn't that cool? Oh, why is that? Did I? No, that's right. Yeah, Night Models V1 base. This is not painting correctly. Why is it not painting correctly? Hold on. There we go. Okay, I'll show you another cool little hack here once I get this color down. Right. I mean, that's a pretty fun paint, not gonna lie. Pretty fun paint. Okay. All right, so throw this on here, and then I'll go over what we did. Right? Let's close up our wet palette. All right. So, like I said, there's one tiny little conversion from here to make her look like Amelia, Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet, right? Can you see it? All right, we wanted it to look like Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet. And so what we did, I know it's drying still. All right, so you can see the ears. See the ears? How the hell did I do the ears? Right? How did I do the ears? And I'm going to teach you the cool hack. And the cool hack is take advantage, once again, of night models. All right? Specifically, 3rd edition night models. Because you're trying to get, you want these tiny little ears, and you're looking at these, you're looking at, this is Signal Man. Oh, Signal Man, so cool. Look at this. Look at this. What do I have here? I have a tiny, flexible little piece of resin. Look, there's one here too. Look at that. I have to clip them off anyway. Right? You see where I'm going with this? That was my thought. How do I make those tiny little ears? Right? And the best part about it, it's not, I'm going to show this just to piss off Chris. It's not 2nd edition resin. Okay? You can't do that with 2nd edition resin because 2nd edition resin is going to snap like a twig or crumble like a little leaf. Look at our man's electrocutioner. You always need electrocutioner. He's the best. Look at him go. See how, right? How brittle 2nd edition. What? Look at this guy. 2nd edition night models resin. Electrocutioner. You love me, best free agent. I have charismatic. Everybody wants to be on the team with Electrocutioner. Yeah, you just glue his clasped hands. The minute he goes on the table, putting him, he's going to be in every list. Harley too expensive. Harley not cost efficient. Electrocutioner? Hell yeah, Electrocutioner. So good. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. Wow, it's really not. It's taken a long time for. We're gonna let that dry. All right. So yeah. Um, so we could do Batman list time. Let's open up another window because we're here. We can do that. Open up my phone. Oh, your phone. All right. So, hey, what's up, Sean? Sean, any of you familiar with Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet? That's that's what I'm that's what I'm playing, or that's what I'm painting, basically. Captain Amelia. All right. So, loading the phone screen. Okay. You guys remember this game? All right. And let's go ahead and add the phone screen. All right, we got, it's probably that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now remember this weird thing that it does? Here. Still love that photo of my boys. The photo's like 3 years old now, but still a great photo. All right. Anyway, let's go. I'll drive from my phone. Let's do some BMG. Okay. And we'll talk about, of course it does that. Let's talk about Doom Patrol. Okay, so here's the current Doom Patrol that I'm running. This thing does something really stupid now, is it flat out will not let me. I used to be able to put the, you can select the animal form card for uh, Beast Boy on the app, and it was cool because you could then see your stat boosts and other abilities you might have. Right? This doesn't really show you much here. Oh, and I realize that that's going back from there to there. Okay, but anyway, so so here's the list as I'm running. Looks like I'm 400 short. What I should do? Can I give Jane? Can I give her? No, you can't. She can't purchase more equipment. He can't. That's it. You can't stick more because of the stupid backpack. Oh crap. Hold on. What if I get rid of that? Oh, they don't have. So you don't have. Hold on. Let's do this. No, that's it. That's all you can do. Did they change that? You know what? Jane should probably have the backpack. Actually, no. I think I had that right. She can have the handcuffs and he'll have the backpack. Because he does more flying around. He can more reliably remove a suspect if I need to. Go on, cat. Okay. So yeah, here's the problem with this list. You have 5 models. Here's the deck I was running today. You can see, it's trying to reconnect. Why? What happened? There we go. I guess I just had like a weird like glitch. Right, still have flanking in there. It looks like I have 1, 2, 3. I have six generic cards in there. Sorry, 7, 8. I have 8 generic cards in there. Right. I can probably. Uh, Die Hard. No, I could probably. Are you guys? Is my thing coming in glitchy? It's not receiving enough. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So they only have access to 2 different score 3 cards, right? They only have access to 2. And they're both very hard to get. Let me show you what these are. The first one is Psychopaths, right? Now, Psychopaths it's Joker's only 3 card, from what I recall. It's his only 3 VP value card. It's a phase 2 card, right? And this is basically where you're trying to collect more casual. You're trying to have more casualties or KOs happen on the board. And the nice part about this card is it can be either, right? So if I had this card up when Beast Boy got killed turn 1, I could place a marker on this card to try to score the card. And so it's kind of nice. Also, as a resource, also pretty nice because you can get extra attacks out of it, right? Like you can get 2 attack dice for using this as a resource. Pretty sweet. So that's one of his 3 VP cards. The other one for Doom Patrol is the Bane card. Okay, and this one, this one is really hard. Okay, because you stick the event marker on an enemy model, and basically you're trying to end the turn with more of your models within 4 of it than enemy models within 4, right? So basically between that and Psychopaths, your focus is really beating up the enemy, and you only have 5 models, and that plays into your 6 most valuable cards in your deck. The other 3 costs that you have is valuable commodities. I mean, you kind of have to have it in there just for the flush. Plus, it's it's one of your only. You just don't have many 3 VP cards, and so if you look, this 3 VP is a phase 1. The other 3 VP is a phase 2. So unlike a lot of other crews, you're not scoring any 3 VP phase 3 diamond, right? It's more difficult to score these. Plus, you're only dealing with 5 models. And then if you look at some of the other cards in here for Doom Patrol, this is the one where you have to have 3 in play, 3 suspects in play within 6 inches of each other. So you're just trying to make a nice little triangle there. This is, to me, you really only score this turn 1. It might score turn 2 if your opponent has not been able to come get your minis yet. Like if it's not, your opponent hasn't done it, then that's the issue. Okay, so you get those. This thing is just fun. Why not? You can just, it's a fun little score. I may take it out, but I'm not sure. Let's just, as an experiment, let's remove that. As fun as that is, let's remove that, and let's remove call an ambulance. Actually, yeah, because I mean, call an ambulance is quite good, but you're never going to have like extra manipulates to actually heal anybody, right? So then that opens up a couple of cards. You can do Let's Dance, friendly model with the leader, sidekick, or free agent rank suffers damage this round from an enemy action. That's pretty easy to score. So that's not terrible. You also have access to this one, Sisters in Arms, which is a Birds of Prey card, which is pretty annoying. At least 3 friendly suspects are within 4 inches of the same enemy model. Not the hardest thing to score, but again, with only 5 models, it's pretty rough. And it's a 2-cost resource. So active friendly model may perform a tactical action to allow another friendly model to immediately attack using this model for range, contact, and line of sight. So basically you can, it's kind of cool, you can use somebody else's attack. I don't know, that's not, but you're only going to get 3 resources. Seems kind of, oh crap, I totally forgot. I have Jason's penguin cards. I got to give him his penguin cards back. Oops. I don't know. That's not bad. Like, you could have, imagine if you have Beast Boy. Yeah, I know, we're talking about Beast Boy. If you have Beast Boy Falcon mode, spending 2 resource to use Robot Man's attacks, that's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. And, you know, plus if you did, I think I can, that's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know. Oh, I also take the penguin card because this is actually pretty easy to score, right? Because people are gonna be your Doom Patrol. People are gonna be messing with your stuff, anyways, right? And it's another resource 0. The resource part of it's actually super hot. So enemy model declares a reveal action on one of your suspects. They must first spend a resource and you gain a resource. See, that's kind of nice right there. That does help Doom Patrol with getting getting more than 3 resource per turn. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, can I add? I still have 400. No, can't add anything to anyone here. That kind of blow. Should I? So I don't want to put Sisters in Arms in there. I think I do. You know what? I think I'm gonna do. Oh, Venom dose would be kind of sweet too. Hmm. Choose one friendly model with 1 or more damage markers. Exchange the stars for blood damage or vice versa. That's kind of nice too, right? That's specifically nice for like Elastigirl, who has regeneration, or if you're playing against a cop squad. It's not bad. Okay, more tweaking. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, yeah. Do I want that? Maybe not. Maybe I want Venom dose. Yeah, Venom dose seems better. Because you can just, yeah, you don't even, the nice thing about the venom dose is you just remove the venom container in contact to gain a venom dose. That's really nice. So I think I am going to add that. Okay. So let me go ahead and save this because cool. All right. So I think I think that's it. I'm gonna make those modifications to my deck, and then we'll try it again. I feel like Doom Patrol is really difficult to actually score any fair amount with. So, anyways, let's have a look at this one last time. Right, Captain Amelia. I think it looks pretty cool. We'll let it dry fully and then seal it up. But yeah, super fun. It's fun, you know, just a one-off mini. They have a bunch of these at CQ. If you're gonna paint like a D&D mini, you want something a little higher end for your miniature, for your character, like this is a great way to go. Super fun. Or you just want like proxies for whatever game you feel like playing. It can be very nice. So anyways, I think we are good to go for the night, folks. That is going to do it for this stream. I want to thank everyone for watching. Have a good night, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.